On this episode of Jeep Creep, we are going to light up the night with some new off-road lights for Polaris Ace.
I'm going to be adding a light bar so I can see at night. Well, more so. I'll have the link in the description for the light bar that I'm using. And we'll do some trial runs at night, see what it looks like. All right, reason why I bought this particular light. It's slim, woo! So I think it'll look really good right there. Not even really obstructing your view that much, which is, you want to be able to see where you're going. It comes with its own little light switch, but I did buy some Polaris looking rocker switches, so we'll see if we can use those. Got a relay, a fuse, a switch, connector, lamp. Pretty straightforward, except for I feel like I should be able to use this. I like this because it looks like the other ones. Let's take a look. By the other ones, I just mean the four-wheel drive switch, I guess. It's a rocker switch, but these look like the ones that are like in Rangers and Razors. So I kind of want to use this, and I think it fits that panel really well. And I'm going to run the wire to this side because that's where the switches are going to be. So it makes the most amount of sense. Plus, that's where the gear shifter is. So I always get on this side because the gear shifter's on the other side. It's harder to get in. You can see. 1 3/4 inch. They already have a rubber thing on the inside, which I like, and then they have a little mounting thing, so I think I can mount to these. Let's see how this might look. All right, took the right angle bend out of it, now it's flat. All right, so I got some more of these 1 3/4 inch clamps. And I'm going to mount those right here. The rear lights I'm using are by Nightlight. We've used these on the Jeep, and they're really bright and pretty inexpensive. Link in the description if you want to get a pair of these. I think I'm just going to mount it right here, and then I can kind of adjust it and turn it right there. So let's see what that looks like. Which I think I'm going to change the nut that's on here to a wing nut. So that way there I can adjust it up and down as I want, because these are like my work lights back here. Smaller bolts are number 10. That's pretty cool, huh? Kind of turn it around and flip it around upside down. All that good stuff. All right, let's get the other side down. It's basically the same thing we did over there, so I'm gonna skip to forward. All right, I didn't show you, but I got this wired in, tucked in and around, and you can't see the wire. And it splices into that other one right there. You see it a little bit right there. You can tuck it in. Well, actually, no, I don't want to because it'll rub the roof. And I left a little pull string too in case I need to run something else down this pole, because it runs right down that pole and it comes out over here in the wheel well, and then I want to pull it through the tube that comes into here. So let's get that going. All right, so because the battery for one is under the seat, which is annoying, and then you got to remove this plastic piece to get to the fuse box, I believe. I'm going to run my own fuse block. So I'm just going to run a nice, I think 10 gauge wire, which is overkill. And I'm going to put this fuse block, somewhere in here where I can easily get to it and add more accessories. The cool thing is too, this is for marine grade, for boats and whatever, but you tie your positive and negative, it feeds all these blocks, you have all these different types of connectors, and you can run different types or sizes of fuses, and it comes with a million different labels you could ever want in your life. Like I don't even want to go through all of them. I mean, this is for a boat, so there's some boat ones on there, but winches on there, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and get that wired in. I was wrong on the fuse box location. I thought it was right here, and I didn't want to remove the cup holder. I had to anyway to get to the battery terminals. Yeah, so that kind of sucks, but next we're going to take and run some connectors. So I'm running, I believe this is, 10 gauge wire. just to be certain that I've got plenty of power. It's kind of overkill. I'm going to run this tool that I absolutely love. I'm going to put the link in the description, but you just pop it in there. Boom. Look at that. Nice clean cut. Twist that up a little bit. Got me a 10 to 12 gauge eyelet to connect to the battery. So I just put that on there like so. Push it all the way in until it gets to the end there. I am super happy. From Ulsa Tools, OLSA Tools. They gave me this awesome crimper to try out, and I absolutely love them. I'll link you to the description. Thanks again, guys, for this thing. But again, you just put it in on, it's color coded usually. So this is yellow. I'm gonna put it down on the yellow setting, as you can see right there. And this thing ratchets, and it's effortless. You can just ratchet it down, and now you've got a permanent connection that is never going to come loose. So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate this. So I got my negative one done. Let's get the positive line done. We'll need about 1/2 inch or so. And you want to make sure that your eyelet fits the bolt for the battery. Couldn't be easier to make these ends now. Absolutely love this. I got this put back together, and you can see my connections in there, which run underneath right here. And you need to remove these screws on the bottom to make it easy. And then I ran it up right through here, and I'm going to zip tie it along the roll bar and pull it into the bay. That's essentially how it is on the other side. The wire I use is just a little bit too short. I wish I had another foot of line, but I think I can make this work though. So it'll just kind of sit in there right there. Okay, it's time to button it up, and you can see I got the wires pretty well hidden. If you look real hard, you can kind of find them. And they come around and through here. And you're looking for a good spot to run wire to your dash. Right in there on the left-hand side is a good spot. And then I cut this little slot out right here for this guy. Let me go ahead and start buttoning this up. I was using this to pull the wire from here to here and then from here to here. That's the easiest way that I found to work for me. Got this buttoned up pretty well. Got my labels down. Still need to figure out a way to mount this guy since it's on that panel. I don't know, maybe I'll mount it over there, but all buttoned up. So let's pop this back on. Here's the lights. As you can see, they got standby lights. So you need to hook this up to your ignition. But here's my LED light bar. Lights up. And you can see that, and then compare it to the headlights. I run it with the headlights, so you got nice wider, it's almost like a high beam that I got set up here. So that's pretty cool. Let's try our rear lights out. Yeah, that's pretty bright back there. Probably just as bright as my front. Now, what I was saying too is I could turn these all the way around, like so, and see what kind of illumination that gives me. Well, it needs a little adjusting because it lights up the cab. Oh, that's the mirror too. Doesn't really do much though. I suppose if you wanted some like side lights, I don't know. I don't think there's... I mean, if you're working, I guess you could spin them around, but I can't see driving with them on because the angle is just off. You can see it's just not right. So, man, we got a lot of light. Lot of light. Loving it. All right, so yeah, the switches and the light bar and the rear lights and all the wiring, I'll include in the description. So if you want to purchase all this stuff, you can follow my guide. I'll have all the body rivets and all the tools that I use and all that good stuff. So anyway, stay tuned till next time on Jeep Creep. Let's go.